Okay, mic check, mic check. What it do, everybody? This is DTYRONECALIBER today, and welcome to the first episode of a series I like to call Diary of a Caliber. Sorry, my voice is kind of iffy today, but I was streaming earlier today. Normally stream on Fridays, so today is Friday. In fact, I just got done by the end of this recording, or by the beginning of this recording, I just got done streaming about 4 hours ago. So my voice is warming back up. We were doing marbles earlier, and I like to commentate the marbles as if it was a race and stuff like that. So my voice has been doing some work. But what I wanted to do today is test out the Star Citizen tutorial. So my background in these types of games is I've been playing space games effectively my entire life. Back from the days of R-Type and Darius Twins, back in the NES days, up to recently now with your Starfields, Mass Effects, which is still one of my favorite space games of all time, Elite Dangerous, and No Man's Sky. But I have been hearing a lot of Star Citizen. I didn't even know this game existed earlier in the year, but I streamed No Man's Sky one particular time, and somebody had brought up, would you ever consider playing Star Citizen? Like what is that? So I did some poking around or whatever. It wasn't a lot of poking around because I didn't want to kind of spoil what could be a good game and stuff like that. I heard bits and pieces of it, but I wanted to come in with a fresh mind. I didn't want to really take anybody else's opinion and say, well, the game is bad, or it's this, or the game is amazing, or something like that. I wanted to experience it for myself. Welcome to Star Citizen. You have just stepped 930 years into the future, where humanity has spread across the stars under the rule of the Empire of Earth. The United Empire of Earth. Really? All right. Y'all got to know how many times we have made jokes like this. It's like, yes, this is going to be if we ever go into space, we will be the United Empire of Earth. And now they have actually used that joke and made it official. Go figure. I am not taking any drugs, so I feel like this is a little bit of Fallout or Starfield with the drug level. No, I'm not taking jet, and no stretch of the imagination. So we are 900 years in the future, and we're still using scrub pads. Okay. So what else we have? Okay. And you know what? I just threw my coffee. My coffee never spilled. Okay. I am now out in the hallway. Can I go back in? No, they won't let me back in. All right. So let us call the elevator. So we got some trees here. A nice little spot out here. What does it look like? Hey, there's somebody new. This This ain't bad. This ain't bad. I can't wait to go outside and actually walk the streets of this place. But, oh, we're out on the balcony. And there's one of the ships coming in. Okay. City in the sky. All right, let's talk about it. All right, welcome to the lobby. I see we got the mini map out there. Right on. Let's see if we talk to the reception.
No.
Pick up and drop off. No, I'm not using lethals on this. I'm not trying to go to jail on my first day.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
And welcome to the Cloud District. Nazim would be proud.
Than the last election. People need to get their priorities straight.
Whatever you say.
All right. Head to Kyoto.
Hi.
So yeah. So when I've been flirting around with the idea of playing this. And then I think, I would say halfway through my playthrough of Mass Effect 3, my second playthrough of Mass Effect 3, I was like, you know what? Screw it. What's the sense of me flirting around in playing it? Why not just play it and get it over with? You know, see what this game is about. You have friends that actually do play this game. It's another space game since you enjoy space sims and stuff like that. Why not? Now, I can't make, because it takes me a while for me to say, okay, well, this needs to change or that needs to change. When it comes to how gameplay is, my number one question is always going to be, what is it that you want me to do? What's the parameters of this game? And if the parameters to me are unachievable, period, then I'll probably say, this game probably isn't for me. But I'm not one of those ones that says, okay, this is my first 5 minutes. I got some critiques. I may have some questions, but I don't necessarily have any critiques yet. And looks like the bus just left. Every city has public transportation to access different parts of it. Okay. So we are just going to be chilling. There's no place to sit. Oh, nah. The parks office needs to do a bit better than this. But yeah, so it takes me a while. I will probably be able to give you more of an idea of how I feel about this game after about a couple of weeks of playing this. And that's more of saying my likes and dislikes.
Approaching next station. If this is
about the
stop,
game.
Please prepare to disembark.
But as it stands right now, as a
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is
space sim, starting off is pretty good. It is pretty good. You know, having the trams, having all of these other different places and stuff like that. It seems to be pretty good. I'm going to have to get used to a few other things. Like, I'm used to like a boatload of systems, like in Elite or even Starfield, but quantity may be a lot. Or yeah, quantity may be a lot. Let's see the quality of these systems. Okay, so we have 5 places. Interact with the fleet manager terminal to access the tutorial ship. First place, deliver, then retrieve to have it brought to a hangar. Okay, so there's multiple terminals. All right, bet.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Anvil C8 Pisces. So I take it, get that, hit deliver and request deliver. Okay, first hit deliver, then hit retrieve to have it brought to the hangar. Okay. I gotta go in and
Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected.
Retrieve.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
All right, now what? Now take the elevator and approach the tutorial ship. So I guess pick an elevator. And there is the Pisces in my small hangar with the rental ship. I don't even remember what ship I ended up buying, to be honest with you. Okay. Docking port. Take an elevator to hangar and approach tutorial. Okay, so that's my hangar. Right, I am now in the hangar. And there's the baby ship. Okay, and I'm making it, we board this ship. So how do we get in? Ramp access at the back. Ah, so it's like a lot of those trucks where you can hit a button on the truck. Yeah, you hit a button on the truck and it opens the rear tailgate. Okay, so they have different chat channels, I guess. So prepare for takeoff. So let me close the door. This isn't No Man's Sky, where you can fly around with a tailgate open. Power toggle. Okay. All right, so that's how we turn on the ship.
Online.
Let's go left alt in. Hangar doors can be located above or ahead of you. To look around while seated, hold Z. Wait for the hangar doors to open before continue. Okay, so engine is on. Okay, pilot the ship out. Engine is on. How do I turn on the thrusters? Oh.
Complete.
Thrusters are already on. And there we go. All right. We're in. Follow the checkpoints out of Orison. Right. Okay. I got to get used to what this ship looks like. Okay. All right, so we do have WASD. E and Q is E and Q are the flips. so... All right, so my landing gear is off. Good. Left shift is to boost. All right, how do I tell how fast? All right, so I guess I'm going 209 meters per second. There's another checkpoint around here. All right. Let's get that. All right, what does this boost can do? There's the other one. Got 8 kilometers. It's the boost max. So it's somewhere in the 3s on this. Okay. All right, so it's like the max is 335. Yeah, this, in some ways, I can see how one of my buddies said he is an amazing pilot because, oh boy, these controls. All right, I am at Seraphim Station.
Shields off now.
Okay, there we go. So you got to hold down the B for that.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive
Okay.
is now off.
One thing I have to get used to.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay. So now what? All right, I have reached the station. Use the radar ping to briefly highlight nearby. Check your speed. Cruise control is still active. All right, I am not in cruise. There's a bunch of unknown things here. Especially useful in lower visibility. Okay, so we got 16K, which is gonna ease our way into it. I would rather not hit the station. Crap. Hit the don't. Okay. Hey, this. Crap. I'm gonna end up hitting the station. Yep, I'm gonna end up hitting the station. Hot dog it. Okay. Let's try this again. If the doors are completely open. Now I'm just going to doors are completely open. Okay. All of the checkpoints out of course. Try this again. Let's get away from Orison first. So I'm guessing I won't be able to look at... won't be able to look at the other jump stuff until I get completely out of the immediate area, the quantum thruster thing. Right? Flip this around so I'm right side up. Yeah, the rest of this stuff I'm not trying to look into. Oh, wait. Landing gear. That's why. Like, why am I going so slow? I'm flying throughout space or throughout the area with my landing gear on. Why? Water? I'm gonna figure this out. Kind of have to if I want to play the rest of the game. We getting there.
Landing gear deployed.
God dang it. Okay. Took too long. And which one am I going? All right, back to the same one. No. Okay.
Landing complete.
Okay. Order tutorial ship at Seraph Station. Okay. After about 2 hours of this, we finally made it. We finally made it to Seraph. Okay, so we're taking the elevator. I take it. I only blew myself up once. And my parking job isn't terrible. I do not know why I am running so slow.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Down it goes.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Right. Tutorial is closed. Now check my journal. What's next on the journal? First thing first. You've completed the Star Citizen tutorial and are ready to explore the universe. Now it's up to you to decide what your life in space will be like. Contracts app on your Mobi-Glass contains many different opportunities for you to pursue, from simple delivery missions to dangerous criminal jobs. Work hard, you can build your reputation with different organizations to gain access to more rewarding contracts. Whether you choose to live a life of crime or hunt down bounties and enforce the law, it is up to you. However, if you rather forge your own path, feel free to use the map in the Mobi-Glass and explore the Stanton system, all the Stanton system has to offer, from the snowy wastelands of Microtech to the floating city of Orison. There is still much for you to learn and discover. If you ever need further assistance, you can seek the guidance of experienced players through the guide system on Spectrum. All right. So, talk about the Arena Commander, Mobi-Glass apps, and all this other stuff. Okay. Right on. So we got the tutorial. And then interaction mode. Okay. All right, so I believe I am done with the tutorial. So just on the tutorial
Welcome
itself.
to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Ah, there we go. And there's my Mustang. Right on.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
So far, just on the tutorial itself. And I know I said I don't like comparing games like Elite and whatever to any of the other games, or to like Star Citizen and stuff. And I'm not comparing them in a way that's like, oh, you know, this game is this, that game is that, whatever. when I look at this game, it's something that is completely new. I'm always going to look at it as its own system. And I'm always going to continuously ask the question, what is it that you want me to do? What is the parameters of what you're asking? Incapacitated, patient drop off only. So this game's control scheme compared to, say, No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous, or even Space Engineers, is going to take some getting used to. I just came down here and I don't know. There we go. I'm gonna have to figure out why am I walking so slow. Must have hit something, but I'll figure that out offline. But so far, I'm enjoying the flying. Again, it's gonna take a minute for me to really get used to it and how it differs from the other two games that I end up playing. But as in for the totality, the life cycle of the game and whatever, I don't have an opinion on it right now. All I know is right now, the controls of stealth, it's going to take a lot for me to get used to, especially considering I'm trying to figure out how to work this with controller as opposed to mouse and keyboard. Because I know when it comes to combat, I'm going to be better with mouse and keyboard. So I'm going to have to go through the options and, you know, hunker down with what control does what. But other than that, yeah, this game has interested me. If nothing else, this game has interest. So I'm curious as to the gameplay, the cycle of everything, and what is this game going to ask me to do? So I'm curious. I'm interested. I won't say I'm invested yet. Right now, this game is curiosity to me. It's a new space game, and it's a new space sim. It's a new, you know, flight mechanic and whatever. So I'm curious as to where this game takes me. Now, how much of that would change when I start playing with some of my homeboys, or when I start learning more and more on how to fly this and stuff like that. I'm still not going to dive into like everything else about it. Like still not going to listen to the outside noise of anything, because I still want I want to treat it like I did Elite Dangerous. I want a pure experience and learn more about the in-game stuff itself. So where I can have more discernment when people talk about, you know, the outside stuff of it and whatnot. But that is enough out of me. I thank y'all for watching this, seeing me figure this out on my own and whatnot. This has been Diary of a Caliber, Star Citizen version, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all keep it easy.